it's me, Renee. I'm back. And yeah, today I'm sitting on the floor. Why? Because, this topic I'm going to talk about, uh, it doesn't kind of deserve a chair, or deserves a chair, but yeah. This is me kind of making fun of it or a little bit, but like, yeah, it's a kind of, well, I'm not going to say American topic because I think it happens other places as well, but it doesn't really have that much in Norway. But yeah, so tomorrow it is the last day. So this is the next to last day in no, yeah, in Banned Books Week. Yeah, I've already done one video on this, but I'm gonna do another one because yeah, banning books. Why? Why do you do it? I don't understand it. I mean, you seem to be banning books over there. Well, at least in the States. I don't know. Like, yeah, there probably are lots of places in the world that ban books. Just, yeah, luckily don't not really here. But yeah, again, banning books. You seem to have been doing it for like 100 years or more because I feel like I've heard of like books banned in the 20s and whatnot. And you can go like books banned 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever. So it's been going on for a while. And I just I just don't understand it. I mean, I suppose I understand it. I know, like, the dealio is that some people over there, well, I should stop saying over there, but, well, I could say over there. I don't think it's just in US, but like, okay, so people who are in places where they ban stuff, people who ban stuff, they are kind of, to my knowledge, they're kind of like this book. It is not good for you. It gives you bad ideas. It talks about stuff that is not good for the youth and good for people. People should not read it. My kid can't read this book. So I'm gonna make sure that no kids reads this book. Which, yeah. What? I mean, first of all, okay, you know what? I'm gonna double check something first. So wait, stay with me here. Yes, I'm back. So also I did just some checking some stuff quickly. So yeah, I was on a high horse just now. So we have banned books here in Norway. That being said, the last time we did it was in 1966, while people other places and yeah, famously United States seem to be doing it more or less weekly. Which yeah, I mean, why? I, I don't understand it. I mean, and I also just kind of checked out, like looked a bit more into it. And then when you ban books, at least okay, I haven't gone deep into research, but at least it seems like it says that if you ban books, the books can't be in libraries, as such in school libraries or in public libraries. But I hear people talk about like buying books and then kind of putting them in little free libraries. So I'm thinking that you can still buy books in bookstores. It's not so bookstores is kind of out of the out of the whole conversation. It's just libraries, which I suppose I mean libraries is like public and all that. So I suppose I could understand how that would be separated. But still, it's like do you guys know who loves libraries? Okay, yeah, I know what you're gonna say now. Everyone, you idiots. And yeah, everyone, well, most readers love libraries. Uh, but do you know which people need a library the most? People who are poor, or yeah, either they are poor or they don't have that much space in the house to buy all the books that they want to read. So the library is great for reading lots when you can't use money on books in the bookstore. I mean, yes, you have used bookstores, la la la, but like still, yeah, libraries. It's just a great resource, like for getting books when you can't buy them. So then, kind of limiting what you can get in a library, and also like I think school libraries. Like if you have a school library, and if you're, say, a gay 12-year-old or a trans 12-year-old, and you want to read a book about it. If you have a library card, you can just go to the library, get the book, and read it, enjoy it. But if the book you wanting to read is censored, I mean, asking your parents to get money to buy it, to buy the book or whatnot, not all that practical all the time. So yeah, libraries are important, and you should not ban books. Should not definitely ban books. And like on another level, like yeah, because like it's like I see like a lot of people in the states being like, oh, this book isn't good for people because it talks about bad ideas and stuff, so they want to ban them. I mean, yeah. Firstly, if people want to read a book, they can get a friend of them to get it from the bookstore. They can steal the book. I mean, there's other ways to get a book if the book is bad. Just banning a book does not mean people will not get a hold of the book. It's not that easy, really. So that's kind of silly, I would say. And secondly, I mean, come on, banning books just because they're not like appropriate. I mean, okay, so I don't know every banned book out there, but I've seen like some lists this last few days. Like examples of banned books are Red, White, and Royal Blue. I suppose I could guess why banners or people who are banning books would want to ban this book because it's about gay love and it's about a bisexual character. And no, we can't have that much fun. No. Everyone has to be Christian and straight, or if you're not straight, then you don't exist. That's what they seem to say. Well, it's like, yeah, banning this book, just banning it does not mean people will not read it. And also, I mean, people, banning books, it's just, why? I mean, yeah, this is a lovely book, it's a great book, but to ban it because it's about something that you don't agree with, because that's basically what you're doing. You're banning stuff that you about, about topics that you don't yourself feel appropriate for teens and kids around, or just like anyone around. And it's just like, who are you to say that this isn't appropriate? Like, first of all, yeah, who are you to say this isn't appropriate? Like, so if I were to say tomorrow that I want to try to ban the Bible, you're like, no, the Bible, it's a great piece of literature. Is it? Is it? I mean, what is the Bible? Is it fiction, non-fiction? Well, you would say it's non-fiction, I suppose. Well, people could say that, but like, it's a book with recipes in it. It's a book with prayers. It's a book with monologues. It's a book with so much stuff in it, so you can really put it into a category. And not that I'm a Bible expert, but I do know a bit about it. And I mean, who wrote the Bible? I mean, it's so many authors. I mean, it's just how would you put the Bible in a library? Well, like, if someone came today and like said like, this is a great book, you need to have it in your library, and like looked at it like, this book isn't that great. So yeah, I mean, this is me mainly joking around, but like, yeah, me saying to you that the library is not appropriate literature, is that so much better than you saying that books with gay content is not good literature? No, no. It's the same dealio. It's the same idea about it, and it's just, yeah. Uh, to like put it in other ways, in another example, me personally, I'm a vegetarian. I have not eaten meat in like 15 years. I don't eat it. I'm against eating meat. Not that I'm like not that I don't have friends who eat meat, but like myself, I don't eat meat. I don't. Yeah, I'm not a vegetarian who eats vegetarian now and then. No, I'm against eating meat. I don't do it for different reasons. But does that mean that I should say that we should ban all recipe books where you have recipes for steak, recipes for chicken, recipes for, I don't know, I mean, different animals? Does that mean I think people should ban those books? No, not at all. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I'm not saying that everyone else can't use those books and can't eat meat. I mean, yeah, if we woke up tomorrow and the whole world was vegetarian, fun. But I'm not going to force people to do it. I mean, I'm going to tell you about how my life as a vegetarian is good, but I'm not going to force everyone else to like be like me. And yeah, I'm not going to say that just because a book is about something that's well, I suppose principles. It's a it's a cooking book about meat and not principles. I suppose maybe that's taking it a bit too far. But like, yeah, you see the idea behind it. It's kind of in a way similar, kind of similar. I'm not gonna ban that book from uh, my life, like from the world. I mean, that's just stupid. Also, on another example, me personally, I'm one of those kind of cliche book lovers. I love to read, obviously. Have lots of books, read lots of books, go to the library often. But I am also cliche in the way that yes, I suppose uh, with one exception, I like to swim. But other than that, I don't really like to do sports. I'm not good at them, and I don't like them. And like watching sports on TV, no. People in my life know that I've said it before, and I won't say it again. I hate sports. It's just boring. Like whenever the Olympics or big matches on, I'm like, I don't care. Like even if it's big uh a big team from where I live now, or like if it's a big team where one Norwegian is playing, like we have some Norwegian big Russian people. But even that, I don't care. Like if it's Norwegian woman who does a lot of stuff, I'm like, cool. Feminist in me is slightly interested. But if it's men or if it's just yeah, I don't care. Does that mean that I'm saying that every biography about a sportsman or every book about football and whatnot should be banned because I don't like sports? No, obviously not. I don't do that. I'm not going to go around like banning stuff that I don't myself enjoy. I'm not going to do that. Though I suppose it would be maybe a bit far to say. Like I feel like sports or books about sports is bad for people. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing really because it's about something I don't enjoy myself. Not that I'm against the concept of sports, but yeah, kind of the same thing. But like, I'm not gonna say that you can't read a book about sports if you want to do it. I mean, that's completely up to you. I'm not gonna go around like policing you in that way. And also, I feel like also it's kind of weird because again, I'm saying the US. Well, I feel like the US is kind of like mainly in this conversation, but yeah, yeah. Again, in the US, uh, you honestly, you call yourself the land of the free. I would say you, in a way, kind of land of the contradictory, because on one side you like, okay, so well, you like, back in the day in the 1700s when you got your freedom from UK, you got like, we don't want a king, we don't want like one man to have all the power, and then you kind of make president and you make your system, whatnot, blah blah blah. And you kind of try to like from that day on, you kind of you have a government being like, yes, but the government can't do everything. We have to. The municipality has to have uh, some responsibility, and like also like people need to make their own fortunes and blah blah blah. So you can't like rely on the government, like blah blah blah, those kinds of stuff. But like on the same side, you're saying that the government should ban books. Isn't that against the freedom of reading what you want? I mean, also, aren't you like for freedom over there? Is it freedom to decide or what other people should read? That's anti-freedom. That is not freedom, my dear friends. It's not. I- It's policing what people should reading should read or not. And yeah, that's not cool. It's not. It is not. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of what I've been kind of wanting to talk about. And I also have a few books here, like I own that are banned books. Yeah, I just recently I kind of checked out like some lists of some banned books, and I saw some lists today, yesterday. And I was just look over them and like, okay, okay. And I just kind of thought this just kind of looks like a book of recommendations because like most of these books were already on my TBR list, and I believe like I suppose I can understand, but like if a book is like about I don't know someone making fun of Republican icon, making fun of Trump or something like that, like in a big way, I could maybe understand you want to ban that. But I feel like sometimes people over there ban books for like mentioning uh, gay people living next door, like in one sentence. It's like any mention of the word gay or the word lesbian. No, we can't have that. Yeah, you're just you're weird. Kind of, you kind of are the Floridians of the world, really. You kind of are. But yeah, I just want to kind of mention the book, some of the books that I have that yeah are on the banned books list. So Red, White, and Royal Blue, as I mentioned earlier, it is on there. I mean, it's a book with a male a love story, so that's maybe logical why you want to ban it. But at the same time, it's a love story. It's a love story between two people with power. I mean, it's a love story between a prince and the son of a president. But still, mainly like in its core, it's a love story. Like you're against love if you want to ban this book. You are. You just are, and it's just nonsense. I don't understand it. So yeah. And then also recently, because I suppose I didn't know, but I suppose I could kind of guess that this might be a bad book list because I feel like often books about gay things are banned because right there in States you kind of feel like if or some places feel like if anyone just whispers the word gay, everyone around's become gay, and also if that was the case, would that be that bad? Is it that bad being gay? I suppose. I mean, it is because you're discriminating. It is over, but like being gay in itself, that's not a bad thing. But yeah, and I just recently found out that Riesling, one of my favorite all-time favorite books, has been banned. It's like on some ban list, and I'm like, why would this be banned? I just don't really understand it. I suppose yes, the author has said like in like after she published the book that she kind of thinks that Katsuya, the main character, is asexual, although it's not on the page. But still, it's not on the page. Like in the book, if you read the book as it is, it's a book about a woman kicking ass and taking down a tyrant. And isn't that just kind of good in all different ways? I suppose maybe it's bad because the tyrant is a man, and when in environments where you want to ban things, it's all like the men have all the power and they should have all the power. Us girls, we're not supposed to have power because no, we should just be there for the men. So it's like patriarchy, yay, something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's no. Honestly, I can't really understand why this would be banned. I mean, I suppose maybe I'm thinking about it. It shows a woman or several women who kick ass, and maybe that's not cool in the conservatives' ideas because we should just be in the kitchen. Maybe that's the idea. I suppose it's a book with violence in it, but just a book has violence in it just should be banned. It's weird. But yeah, and I also saw recently on the same kind of on the same list that Vampire Academy has been banned. And I'm like, why? I mean, the third book in the series there's a sex scene, but it's not like a big graphic sex scene. There's like it's a shows start of it and then it kind of jumps to the end of it. It's not like a very like and then it touched her and gave it 3 and 4 orgasms. Like it doesn't go that much too much detail. So like I suppose maybe the whole series was like banned, not just the first book, but still. I suppose maybe this was banned because it hints at a love story between a teacher and a student. But again, that doesn't really come of anything before much later in the series. And also by that time, the student is 18. And yeah, I don't know. Weird. Why would this be banned? Do you have ideas? I don't know. And then also, I suppose on this one, I kind of understand, but at the same time, it's like, why? I think in a way, you should kind of, we should kind of give you the, well, not you, but like some people in the States, I think should just be called ostriches because you kind of seem to want to keep your head in the sand. You don't really want to live in the real world. You just kind of want to hide away because, yeah, hide away because like since like a lot of things that you ban, or like for example, like last year when you did a whole thing where you, well, some of you did a whole thing where you couldn't even say the word gay in schools. It's like saying the word gay is so difficult. It's so dangerous. I mean, gays are a thing. They do exist. They are not dangerous in of themselves. I mean, yeah, there's gay people who are also dangerous, but like being gay does not mean you're dangerous. And yeah. Anywho, so this next book that also is on the ban list is Stamped. Racism, anti-racism, and you. So this is Stamped from the beginning. It's a rewritten remix of the Stamped from the beginning. So Stamped from the beginning is an adult book, and this is the young adult version of it. But it's all about racism and kind of how racism evolved and all that in the UK. Sorry, UK. Well, slightly in UK, but like in the US, but also racism. Yeah, racism as a concept. And yeah, I mean, it starts like the story in the slave time and like before that. So I suppose maybe that's why it's banned because some people in the States don't want to like think about that once upon a time you were slave owners, but it is part of your history. So like just hiding behind a blanket does not make it's not your history. And yeah, it is an important book about your history and also about like how we got today. And also, like, yeah, history is important because it's about how we got here today, and you can't really appreciate the world we live in before knowing how we got here today. So history quite important, and you just can't ignore it. And yeah, I don't know, I don't know. So yeah, banned books, I suppose, as a kind of end to this little video. If you want some fun books, now a unicorn. If you want some fun books, if you want fun books, check out banned books list because yeah, a lot of my favorites are on there. And yeah, and I'll see you next week probably. And yeah, until then, check out some banned books.